Tonight, on Closer Look, Halton Healthcare is the first hospital network in Canada to prescribe a different type of treatment to aid those battling mental health issues. Spend time in a park. Village Media reporter for Halton Hills Today, Mansour Tanweer, covered this story and joins us now from Halton Hills. Mansour, let's start from the beginning. The BC PaRx Foundation recently launched a new initiative called PaRx, spelled PaRx. What exactly is it?
Well, aside from being a clever play on words, it is very much a sort of out-of-the-box way of thinking when it comes to treating of mental health, which can often also lead into physical problems as well. Basically, if your work is getting a little stressful, or your commute's getting a little tiring, or other factors in your life are contributing to stress, your doctor can prescribe a visit to the park. Simple as that.
All right. Halton Healthcare, which operates hospitals in Milton, Georgetown, and Oakville, has partnered with PaRx, making it the first hospital system in Canada to essentially prescribe nature visits. How does the program work?
Once you get your prescription from a doctor who is under the Halton Healthcare umbrella, you get a little code, and you go on to the website of Conservation Halton, and you input it, and then you get further instructions from there. And that code entitles you to 10 free visits to a Conservation Halton park.
All right. Sounds like a great concept. Now, there's a growing body of evidence that supports the theory that time spent connecting with nature improves health outcomes. How does it help, Mansour?
I guess it's probably best summarized in a quote that I did use in the story that I wrote about it, which is that it's a balm for our busy brains. And I would like to kind of illustrate that a little bit with an example from my life. One of my favorite spots in Toronto is a place called David Balfour Park, which, for those who know, is located near the intersection of St. Clair and Yonge Street, which is one of the busiest intersections in Canada's largest city, Toronto, obviously. But half a kilometer to the east is the park, and there's a hard line between hustle and bustle and noise, and then tranquil silence. And that is very much a balm for one's mind. I mean, there's so many symptoms that are attributed to stress and noise even, that it eventually leads to cardiovascular health problems. I mean, it's never mind the stress problems, right? Or the mental health, or that is. There is a growing body of evidence to the point where it's almost a truism to say, I mean, you just need to be out in nature to kind of center yourself. And, it certainly helps me. I'm sure there are many people who could say the same about their visits to nature. Yeah,
it's great advice, Mansour. And how awesome is that only a half a kilometer away you can go from the middle of pandemonium and hustle and bustle to that peace and tranquility that you speak of.
There's a reason why I keep going back. I live in Mississauga. It's about a half an hour ride to Union Station in Toronto. There's a reason why I keep going back, because there's nothing like it anywhere else in the GTA. Granted, there's wonderful parks under the Conservation Halton umbrella as well. One of my favorites is Rattlesnake Point, Mount Nemo, Kelso, where the announcement even happened. It's Milton and Halton Hills. Both of them have access to these great green spaces where they can just kind of let the week wash off of them, whatever that might have entailed for them. There's one of the refrains that I keep hearing from people when they talk about why they moved to Halton Hills is that they wanted small town feel. I mean, what does that mean? What does that mean, right? It's a slower pace of life, a more manageable pace of life. It is just being no more than 15 minutes away from a natural gem of some kind. So I think there's an inbuilt instinct to seek that out. So why not formalize it in a way that, benefits people's health?
All right, well said. Now, you recently attended a news conference that announced the program. What were people saying? What were the key messages? And most importantly, what was the reaction?
There's a wonderful quote by a doctor who did attend that conference. That she called it a simple but elegant solution. And she even tied that in with some quotes that she gave me, saying that this will be the first step that she would be taking. And I mean, personally, I don't see why it can't be the first step any doctor would take. Let's try something that is non-invasive, something that the patient will be very willing to try out because people generally enjoy being in nature. Why not start with that? And if that doesn't work, then maybe they could explore other options. But, this is something that would be beneficial on the sort of grand scale as well. So, like, I mean, in the lead up to our chat today, I did do some research and I found that nationally, direct medical costs are a $68 billion hole in the economy. That's not a small amount. And that could even lead to $122 billion in lost productivity. So, I mean, creative solutions and simple and elegant solutions are maybe the way to go here.
All right, sounds good. Anything else, Mansoor, that we didn't cover that you think is important to add to this?
I mean, it's here. It's available. I mean, you can absolutely ask your doctor, maybe I can try out something that, gets me out of the house, gets me off the couch. If you're not feeling too well, you just definitely ask your doctor to see if this is something that, not to sound like a commercial, but is right for you. So, yeah, I say try it.
All right, good stuff. Mansoor Tanwir from Halton Hills today with tonight's Closer Look.